a very interesting week. You've all heard, haven't you, about the amendments, or at least the ones that were rejected, which is what I wanted. Of course, that's what I'm going to want to talk about. I'm all about women. I'm all about Nigeria. I'm all about the youth. I'm all about all of us. But without women, where are we? And that's not just because I'm a woman. I'm also mother to a boy child. Okay? A mother to a son. So where are we when we don't respect our women? What does that say about us as a society? We must ask that question. So let me just remind you of the amendments that were rejected. The right for a woman, a Nigerian woman, to grant her foreign husband Nigerian citizenship. Now, that may not be such a big deal. However, a Nigerian man can grant their foreign wife automatic citizenship. Just think about that for a moment. Number 2, the right for Nigerians in the diaspora to vote during the national elections. Yet, we all hear about the remittances. We all hear that, their money is good for us. We all hear our government go on about them. In the first quarter of 2021, they sent back $9.6 billion. Yet, they don't have a right to vote, but they come home. We've seen them protest outside our embassies, the consulates abroad. We see them contribute to the conversation, but all of a sudden they don't matter. Why? The third one, the right for a woman to be an indigent, to take on the indigentship of a husband's state after 5 years of marriage. So you can imagine, I'm from Lagos and I marry somebody from, Abia State. I don't have the right to take on that indigentship. I still remain Sisi Oge from Lagos, who's married to Mr. So-and-so from Abia State. Is that right? Shouldn't it be my choice? Shouldn't I be allowed to say, you know what? Those are my husband's people. They're my children's people. I'm going to take on the indigentship, and as a result of that, I'm going to contest. I'm going to do all sorts of things. Shouldn't I be allowed to do that? And then women also asked for 35% appointed positions. Just 35%, or 35% of appointments. So think of all the appointments. Just asking for 35% in order to achieve gender balance. They also asked for 35% affirmative action for women in party administration and leadership. And the other one that was turned down is the specific seats. That's the 111. You may have heard of it. The 111 seats that were to be specially allocated to women. So there was supposed to be 111 seats that would be specially allocated to women in the National Assembly. They also turned that down. Now, some people have said, especially about that 111, why do women want special favors? Why are they asking for affirmative actions? You may have heard the lawmakers, some of them saying, no, affirmative action, it must not happen. That's how other groups will not. This one will open the floodgates. But here's the thing. The point of affirmative action is when a group have been consistently marginalized. So we have near on, I think it's 49.51% women to male in the country. And the majority group, have been consistently marginalized, discriminated against from taking the full involvement in how this country is shaped, how it's run, how it progresses. Now, this is not about men bashing. I'm not here for that. I'm here as usual because we are down for conversations. We go jiggy jaga, but we need to have constructive discussions. We need to explore. I don't want about men bashing. I want us to expand. If you're going to do gender comparative, yes, go ahead and do that. Today is actually International Sons Day. Did you all know that? Yep. So I'm saying happy International Sons Day to all the somebody's sons out there, including my son. Just so you all know that I don't forget you. Yes, it's hardly ever celebrated. But yes, please remember today is International Sons Day. So we're not about male bashing. We are about talking about the fact that women are being treated as second-class citizens. Women are being treated with disdain, utter disdain. Women are being reduced to nothing. Women who rise up to participate face all sorts of abuse and violence, be it verbal or physical violence. The number is 0700 993 993 993. The female line is 01465 7190. WhatsApp us on 0809 597 5805. You can watch us live on Facebook, facebook.com/NigeriaInfoFM. Website is www.nigeriainfo.fm. Instagram is at NigeriaInfoFM Lagos, and Twitter is at NigeriaInfoFM. So I want us to have a constructive conversation. Somebody had the audacity to write something about one of my listeners last week on Twitter, and some people were saying some rubbish. I told them off because I said to them, on down for conversations, we go places where others are yet to get to, where they're afraid to go to. So let's have a conversation. What does this say to us what does it say about us when we continue to marginalize and discriminate against the women folk in the blatant way that's been done by the National Assembly? When our leaders continue to uphold such discrimination, what does it say about our nation? I'm going to have a guest who's going to join me at 1:45. You've all been seeing the protest in Abuja. Well, she's been one of the leaders of those protests, and she's going to be joining me at 1:45. Dr. Abiola Hakinyode, she's going to be joining me. So let's answer your calls. Let's have constructive conversation. What does it say about us? Is it the fear of the female? Remember when Buhari came in, they said the fear of Buhari is the beginning of wisdom. So why isn't the respect of women the beginning of wisdom? Let's answer the first call.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Comrade Koboko.
Yes.
And I'm not happy.
Tell me
I'm
why.
not happy for them rejecting that bill. Now I'm hearing that you cannot contest anything in other states. Is it true?
You can't what? Sorry?
Maybe you say you marry in other states.
I said if I were to.
Okay,
I just used it as an example.
Will not allow you.
Well, I can't take on the indigenship.
And that bill is very, that bill against women, people went to them. I'm against them.
Yeah.
Why can't you contest election in other states where you are married from?
Exactly. Why can't I take on the indigenship from Abia State where I'm married? Yes, if I was
So
married.
you have rights.
Or Kaduna or wherever.
Yes, I say you have rights.
Yeah.
You have right to do anything that I say. You have right. That means now, as I marry Elijah, older woman, that means she cannot go to other state and contest consularship.
She cannot take the indigenship, yes. Yes.
Okay, another question I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
Question I want to ask you. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you.
I want you people to continue protesting. But it's unfortunately that your Oga, Buhari wife, and the 35 governor's wife are eating cake in Dubai, which they're supposed to have a wave, which is supposed to help you people to bring this into fruition. They leave Obudu Cattle Ranch and the Mambila Forest.
Yeah.
They go to Dubai, go to spend our they do this thing. How will you people survive? They're not going to survive now. So you people have to like yourself, put your Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
Now, Natasha Aboti, she filed through NCP and she lost. Now, where is Natasha Aboti? She never go back where they born her. And 2 years ago, I saw a woman where they say, he said, give Okada 200 naira. He can't give Okada 100 naira. 50 women were there. Okada man want to negate this woman. And the 50 women, they want to see how this Okada man will negate a fellow woman. So you people don't like yourself for power. No, that the case of Wahala. They start making yourself on yourself. Women don't like themselves.
Well,
you must like yourself, yes.
Okay.
It's not true, I'm telling you.
Why would you say women don't like ourselves? Why do you say that?
Why did the women come cover that woman where they want naked? Now they give Okada man 500 naira. Eh?
What?
Yes,
Sorry, say that again. You need to slow down. Say that again.
Okay. Make us slow down. What I want to tell you is say, women, they were 50 when Okada man and a woman have altercation 2 years ago, November for jewelry. Now, I mean, all the matter, but the woman, they were looking like a monkey, like a queen.
They were looking like monkeys.
Looking.
So what was wrong with the men rising up? Why must it be the women that rise up to defend somebody that's been attacked?
Maybe the woman, the way they want naked. Now, me rise up now. Now, me save the woman.
Now you save the woman. So this has got to be a conversation. Otherwise, it's not done for conversations.
Okay, now let me tell you what I want to ask you too. Hello?
I'm listening.
So what I want to tell you is, how many people have you teach and taught this work? If you retire now, you say, okay, who will replace you? How many rural women, how many graduate girls that you want to teach your job?
Do you want me to answer the question? Do you want me to answer the question?
Okay, I'm here.
You need to listen to me. So here's the thing. Women do a lot, and when I say a lot, thousands, millions of work like that all around the country, in every state. In fact, a lot of the changes you've seen in our constitution, in our legal body, is being pushed by women, like Child Rights Act, like the VAP Act. More so, I am yet to find a woman who is about to celebrate a milestone year that doesn't say she wants to empower 5, if not 10 or 20 women. It happens all the time, every time. So here's the thing. One of the things we must learn not to say is that something is not happening just because we don't know about it. Because in Nigeria, life is what happens while somebody else is creating it. I need to answer more calls. Thank you, Koboko. Hello?
Hello?
You need to turn your radio down, please.
Okay.
Yes, talk to me. Yes, I can. What's your name?
Okay, I'm Eddie by name.
Nadine?
Eddie.
Eddie. Okay, yes. Go ahead, Eddie.
Yes. Women, this issue of women in the National Assembly not given their right place is caused by women. If this voter appetite that is going on is women, if you say there is election, when there is election, majority of the people that will come and cast vote, they are young women and aged women. You will not see young men or aged men talking about election rigging to make the men win and obtain those seats. The women play important role in election rigging. By the time you give them a cup of rice, they are ready to even vote for armed robber. Those people who have been serving them, who have no regard for women, they will vote for them. That is Nigerian women for you.
Okay.
When I heard the news yesterday, I was so happy.
Why were you happy?
Because what they sow is what they are reaping. The women.
Right.
They are always against themselves.
Right. So
they do not recognize themselves as important people in this nation.
Right.
That they can govern, even the men.
Right. Okay, so are you there, Eddie?
Yeah.
Right. So let's have a conversation. The first accusation you make is that women don't like themselves. Is that what you said?
Very well. They don't like themselves.
Right. Do you like every man that you meet?
I like every man.
Every man?
Yes.
Are you honest about that? because I bet you don't. It is impossible to like everybody that you meet. So we need, first and foremost, we need to get rid of that fallacy that women must like each other just because they are women. Men,
Have to like
allow
each
me
other
to
because
finish.
of this
Eddie.
Yeah.
I'll let you finish. This is called Down for Conversations for a reason.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Every man does not like every man. Therefore, every woman does not have to like every woman. That's the first thing. The second thing is about what you're saying about the election rigging. There is no evidence that actually women are used for election rigging more so than men. Unless you're able to show me that evidence, I don't believe it. What we do have evidence of is that a lot of young people are used for election rigging. Now, those young people could be male, they could be female, but we do know that a lot of young people are used for election rigging. Now, you say a woman collects a cup of rice in order to feed her child. I will never resent anybody. I once had a caller on here when we were talking about honesty. I can't remember what the subject was now. And he said that, yes, he would collect, and it was a male. My producer's here, she'll remember. He said, yes, I would collect whatever they give me. But when I get to that booth, what I do with my vote is within my conscience. So just because you see a woman accepting a cup of rice in order to feed her child or children or family or even the husband does not necessarily mean she's selling her votes. Because what you do when you get to those booths or to the voting booth is your choice. Now, that you were happy, now let me explain that to you. The fact that you were happy about the bills that were rejected means that in your world, Nigerian women should continue to be treated with discrimination. So here's the thing, where we expect and we celebrate somebody else's downfall, there are 4 other fingers that are pointing back at us. And unless we are able, you see, a lot of the reforms that you read about in this country is pushed by women. I invite you to go and do your research. When people sit in little corners and actually see one woman do wrong and actually fail to see when 3 other women are doing right, and then they paint all women as the same brush, they don't let women down, they let themselves down, and they let the country down. That's what I would say to you. I leave you to your thoughts, but I needed to have that conversation with you. Hello? Right, the phone lines is 0700 993 993 993. And the female only line is 014657190. The conversation is getting hot. Let's answer the next call.
Hello.
Hello, yes. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Am I speaking with Madam Ireti Bakare?
Yes, you are. And we've got 1 minute before the break, so I need you to talk.
Okay, my name is Azubike. You can call me relation.
Azubike, yes. If you get cut off, I need you to call back. But go on.
Okay. Let me just tell those people that say that women, they are not supporting women of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually wrong. Because of in my community, when some companies they promised us that they will build our community road, and the men, we send the men to those companies. The men started eating those our money that we're supposed to use to build our roads.
Mm-hmm.
Our women they rise up and chase those companies and block their entrance, and then promise the women that at the end of the year they will see something different in our community. And that before the end of the year, those companies then come and build our bridge and build construct a lot of roads and grade it to show you that a woman, when they go out for something, they must get it. But we men ourselves, we like too much bribing. The problem of this country is the men, it's not for the women. Because only that the men...
Azubike, unfortunately, they're telling me we have to go to break. I'm so sorry. Please call back.
Okay, thank you.
Please, thank you.
Downfall Conversations will be right back.
This is an infomercial. Hey people, I have good information for you. Women are half the population, but own less than 40% of the businesses. It's time for the second annual Glass Ceiling Convention, live on Sunday, March the 6th. GlassCon is where women and our allies create action plans for creating an equal world, one glass ceiling at a time. This year, it's business, and our theme is Break the Border Room. Nigerian women taking over the business leadership. Let's talk about the challenges. Let's also figure out the solutions and create action plans to get that 40% to 50%. Register to attend for free on www.nigeriainfo.fm. Our keynote speaker is Efe Ukala, founder of Impact Her. Panelists include Eloho Omame and many more. We'll also have a business clinic where our panel will help real women with real businesses fix a real problem. Our partners include Canada High Commission, the British High Commission. You can register to attend for free on www.nigeriainfo.fm.
We report, you decide. Topical conversations that matter to you.
There are people for personal, religious, whatever reasons who do not want to take a vaccine. And I think they have the rights.
They cannot go to stop insecurity. It's to force people to take vaccine. Let them come and kill me. I can never take it.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Good day, honorable judges, my moderator, timekeeper, my fellow co-debater. My name is Samrita Kaushik. I'm 13 years old.
The auditions are over. Now it's time to debate.
The whole concept of democracy is a comment hearing
the I Beg to Differ debate tournament returns to your radio on Monday, March 7th.
I strongly concur that the barbaric and outdated
16 secondary school students made the cut.
For example, if you look at Cameroon, what's happening right now is
but now, to stay in the game, they'll have to go head to head.
The full meaning of a job means joining other businesses, but how?
No second chances, win or go home.
What if AI is the end of the world? What if? What if it will cause the end of the world?
Until we have one winner, 1 million naira. Join me, Sandra Ezekwesili, my panel of judges, and my great debaters, Mondays to Thursdays, live at 4 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. And catch the replay the next day from 4 p.m. on Wazobia Max TV, showing on DSTV Go TV, Star Times, and on UHF Channel 57.
This tournament is brought to you in partnership with Paystack, supported by Printivo.
Twale Media Concept presents Twale Baba live on stage in Checkpoint, the comedy stage play. Starring Twale, Senator, Efe Wariboy, Uzo, Husband Material, and Unkubi. And also performances by top Nigerian musicians and comedians. Date Saturday, March 26, 2022. Venue Terra Culture, TMU Savage Street, Victoria Island. Time 2 p.m. first show, 6 p.m. second show. Tickets 3,000 naira regular, 5,000 naira VIP. For more inquiries, call 0813-624-0544. Tickets are available on www.seatsandtickets.com.
Alexis Gallery presents Fate A in partnership with Down Syndrome Foundation Nigeria. A group exhibition by Gbemileke Adekunle, Ikechukwu Eziegwe, Mayowa Eson, Peter Agbadu, and Uzoma Chinedu at Alexis Gallery, 282 Akin Olugbade Street, off Idowu Martin Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. The show opens on 19 February 2022, 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. Then daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. till the 5th of March 2022. Proudly sponsored by Pepsi, Tiger, Indomie, Mikano, The Guardian, AMG Logistics, Higher Thermocool, UPS, Aina Blankson, Lost in the City, Cobranet, Art Cafe, Wazobia TV, Assured Design, and Nigeria Info FM. The Down Syndrome Foundation Nigeria, bringing hope.
Nigeria Info.
Welcome back indeed. The studio lines are 0700 993 993 993, and the female only line is 01465 7190. Again, I ask, what does that say about us? What does it say about us? All those rejections for gender equality in our body politics, in our constitution, in our country, in our society. What does it say about us when women are practically reduced to doesn't matter? They don't matter. When women are discriminated against so blatantly. Now, if I'm not going to do men bashing, I'm certainly not going to be tolerating women bashing. But if you want to do it, believe you me, I have all the answers for you. And we will have a conversation about it. I am never afraid. I was born by a feminist, and I remain a feminist. And feminism is about human rights for all. Never get it twisted. Let's answer more calls. 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190. Hello. Hello, are you there? No, it's cut off. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is David Omokoya.
David Omokoya.
I'm calling from Aija.
Aija.
Okay,
Yes.
and La precisely, yeah.
Okay, let's talk.
Yeah, when we are talking about gender differences in politics, you know, the women, sorry to say, I will use it like that.
Don't be apologizing. Go ahead.
Yeah,
We
the
say
women,
it as it is.
they are not marketable as we think. Between themselves, they are not marketable into our politics.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that women, they are jealous of themselves. They envy themselves.
Okay.
There's this lady was invited to this radio 3-4 days ago. He said, women, they are competitors to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about women, they should not rely on friends in their marriages. Anything that happens, go and tell your friends. Say, we are very jealous of ourselves. That is their nature. I don't know if it's only here. They jealous. If a lady saw a lady friend like her that is doing better, they go in deep. They are jealous of themselves.
Right.
That is reality. So if the parties they don't want to lose election. So if you now use a woman to be a flag bearer of particular, so people will not vote for her. So the party that choose the lady, they will lose the election for that reason.
Right. Okay.
So that's one of the points.
Right. I see. Okay.
So a lot of reason, a lot of points that. So it's not because they hate them, but someone said the other day, you people emphasized on this several times, why this, why that. No, the power is not given, it's taken.
Right.
They have been saying it several times. It is you people that will put yourself together. Even the Biafras, when they are talking about power, people are telling them, nobody will give you people power. You position yourself and get it.
Okay.
If you don't know how to have it, nobody will give it wife. Nobody will give him money. Nobody will give you power. That three things you work for, you merit it.
Okay.
Then you have it.
Okay, so let's have a conversation.
Are you with me at all?
I'm with you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So for this reason, nobody will want, the parties want a candidate that is marketable. They don't want to take a risk. So we're giving that 35%. That in this position, give them 35%. They should occupy give them they make them 35% to be the participants. The leadership party in every party. That 35% you are giving them in the party, they are going to lose the election.
Right. We need to have a conversation now because the lines are going crazy, and I need to. So let me come back to what you were saying.
Okay.
You see, here's the thing. When people say women are jealous of themselves, women are competitive. There is nothing wrong with being competitive because the most competitive gender are men. I repeat, the most competitive gender are men. You can go and check it. So, but I don't see anything wrong in being competitive, right? It's whether you're insidious with your competition that I see something wrong with. Now, jealousy is it's human nature, it's natural, whatever. I don't think women are any more jealous than men. I've never believed that. Permit me to finish, please. Permit me to finish because we have to have a conversation, right? So those things that you say, much as I'm not going to dismiss them, I'm saying to you that it can't be painted across board. It applies to both genders. That's the other thing. Now, when you say the men are afraid of losing elections, that's why they don't want to put women in. That's where I'm going to come back at you and say you're very wrong. You are very wrong because the majority of voters are women. So if you do not put a woman on the ballot paper, how exactly do you expect her, or how will you know if she will ever win? So let's talk about the two parties. You have PDP, you have APC. Those are the two parties. Within their primaries, women don't even get to contest for those primary positions. And they do have female members. They tend to reduce them to women leader. They don't get them. They don't. So that's what the affirmative action is about. The affirmative action needs to start from the party level, where the party will say 35% of our members are women or whatever it is. And therefore, when we do primaries, 35% of that number must be women. So you open up the field. Now, a woman might not win this year, a woman might not win next year, but the more you try, after all, nobody was born walking. We were all born not even crawling. So if you don't give women the chance to rise, how can you judge that they won't win? No. But you have to. That is what human rights is. This is my point. Forget whether power is taken or given. They are fighting for the power, which is why they're still protesting day 3. I am saying to you, human rights, and this is about human rights fundamentally. Human rights is the right of all. Right? And if where your chance is taken away from you in my favor, that is wrong. And that is you being deprived of your human rights. So we shouldn't have to ask for the right to do. But we find ourselves in a position where we're having to actually fight for the right to do. A right that was already awarded to us by God. So let me let you finish off this conversation so I can answer more questions.
All right.
Go ahead.
Well, another factor is that Nigeria is a little bit religious country. So, like in Kano now, you want a woman to be governor, when in their constitution, as a Muslim, woman doesn't lead.
That is actually not true, because I was born of Islam, and that, can we please stop spreading such fallacy? It is not true. I have to move on, unfortunately, because there are so many people calling. Hello?
You see, okay?
Yes, good afternoon.
Coming down. Don't let anybody upset you.
I am not upset, actually. I'm enjoying the conversation because it's an opportunity to actually correct a lot of people.
I trust you.
Go ahead.
You see, okay, this is Mr. Frank.
Yes, Mr. Frank, talk to me.
In an organization of, let's say, 80% of women, 20% of men, and you bring 2 women and 1 man to contest for chairmanship, the men will win. Because the women will vote for the man. They will not vote for the woman. They wouldn't allow that woman to rule them. What I'm telling you is pure.
So the women wouldn't want another woman to rule them?
To rule them.
Right.
Go to a shop or in a company. You are the owner of Nigerian Info. Me, I'm the owner of Wazobia. Women will rather come and work with me than working with their fellow women.
Why do you think that is?
That is the pure. I'm telling you for what.
Why do you think that is? Why do you believe that?
They have more chance, more relaxed mind working with a man than their fellow women. Are you getting me?
I'm listening.
You see, okay. This particular seat you people are fighting for now. Which people is supposed to be at the forefront of it? Is it all the whole women, or is that people that are supposed to stand, then others will follow at their back?
But they are standing. There are lots of women standing. My next guest, is going to be talking about what's happening.
There are over 200 million people, but we have only one president. There are so many women standing, but there are people you will stand. There are people that will stand. Sisoge. We'll go for this thing now. People will listen to them, but we are at there.
But people are listening to them. This is my point. This is why I keep correcting fallacies.
Sisoge.
Yes.
If somebody like you and somebody like Joyce, or maybe I will make a research again and get 3 other women in Nigeria and add you, Sisoge, I know, and Joyce, I know.
Or Sandra.
Joyce, I don't call Sandra. I call Joyce and Sisoge for my own something I want to say.
Okay.
So you don't know what I want to say. You are calling Sandra.
Well, I'm just trying to help you with all the female presenters.
Because if I bring somebody like Sisoge, I know. Bring somebody like Joyce. Do that and find like 3 people again, 3 women again in this country. And let these 5 people go for this particular thing now in Nigeria. They will succeed.
Why do you say that?
Yes. Look at how you cool down and allow people to air their mind. You say, let's have conversation. You ask questions, they ask. You reason with them. And you want to know what the problem is. If the way other people are going about women in this country, if you are the one at forefront, so the women could have gone far in this country. But women will come outside, they say they must get this thing. They are going to get it. They have the every time we have the more population, we have the power. Gender equality. If you have gender equality, they challenge the men now.
Okay. I have to. I'll respond to that later. We're running out of time because I have to get more people to speak. Thank you so much, Mr. Frank. Hello.
Yeah, Chief Mrs. Ireti Bakare.
Chief Mr. Talk to me. How are you?
Thank you, man. You remember one Dr. Joyce Emodi you interviewed sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember what I said that day?
Tell me, remind me.
Can you imagine if that woman is in that National Assembly? We have 5 of that woman. The men will catch cold. Just this morning, I don't know if you listen to the radio, on Abioye call, we're discussing with Wemimo. If you hear the impute, Abioye, there's another one. Gafra was mentioning names. You remember Alex?
Yeah, I'm listening.
You listen to her contributions?
No, I wasn't.
People like Joyce?
Mm-hmm.
People like Esther? When you hear these people talk, for me, I think the game here, the politics here is, you have this double D. I always say, and that is the truth. Only we are shying away from the truth. Politics in Nigeria, with this double D, if they don't remove it, the woman have nowhere. And the other set of women, again, who are not helping matters, the governor's wife, the president's wife, the senator's wife.
But hang on a minute. Why are we... and this is the thing that really gets to me. And I have to be honest with you because you're Chief Mr. and I'm Chief Mrs. Why is it that when the governor's wives do quote unquote wrong, quote unquote, we suddenly judge the women of Nigeria by what they've done? Why is it that but the men of Nigeria are not judged, yet we have 94% or so, 97% or so that are men in the National Assembly who have been running this country all these decades on gone, and today we still have a petrol shortage, diesel has gone up, and there is no gas. But yet, Nigerian, the first ladies went to Dubai, fine. They went to give cake to the president's wife, fine. A lot of people are not happy about it. Granted, okay.
Yeah.
But suddenly we start judging Nigerian women by that. Where is that yardstick? Where is the juxtaposition? For me, it doesn't wash because the country is not ruled by the first ladies. The country is ruled by their husbands.
No, where I'm coming from, when I mention those set of women, they are married to these men who are doing, like the people who go like this gender, whatever they turn down, right? They have wives. Women are fighting for this. Why not talk to your husband? Say, come on, this thing you guys are doing to the women are not proper. Madam,
sorry, we should talk to whose husbands?
What?
You said they should talk to their husbands.
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't know whether they're not.
No, if they are doing that, there must be changes.
That is not true. That is not true.
Wow.
Those women, you have the Governor's Wives Forum just as much as you have the Governor's Forum. Okay? And I can assure you that Bisi Fayemi certainly speaks up. There are quite a few of them in there who do speak up.
We need more of them then.
That's what I'm saying. They do it.
The double D I talk about is, the politics here. Dirty and dirty. This thuggery and money. Look at what happened in Kenya. You people should get in touch with the women in Kenya. Ask them how did they do it.
No, it's actually the one that happened in Tunisia is actually more groundbreaking, and that's why when the gentleman before you said something about Muslim countries, Muslims.
I suggest to the action lady the other day, people should stab them. Stab your husband. Talk to the other women who do this as their.
I actually don't. I think it's personally. I think it's the time for talking to the husbands is over. Let the husbands move aside and see what we can do. But Mr. Frank, Mr. Frank, Chief Mister, I have to answer more calls.
Thank you.
It's been good chatting with you.
Thank you.
Hello. Our guest is here. Abiola, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good day.
Good. No, that's not my guest. Hello. Abiola, can you hear me? Dr. Abiola, are you there? Are you there? Uh-oh. We can't hear her. Okay, let me answer more calls till they're able to sort out that technical issue.
You're speaking to a caller. I'm hearing you loud.
Yes, please go ahead. We're having my guest, we can see her, but we can't hear her. So it's been resolved. Go ahead. What's your name, please?
Mr. Namdi.
Mr. Namdi, talk to me.
Yeah. Yes. Don't worry yourself explaining. What is going on around in this country is the winner takes all. Once one becomes advantage over the other, you make sure the other does not rise. Besides, are the men to decide for the women whether they hate each other or not? Why not make the ratio 50-50 and let's go to the field and play it out? Absolutely, that's the way I feel about it. Men should stop coveting everything in this nation. After they've done worse, they plunged this nation into rubbish.
Yeah.
Here we are today, all the things we are facing. Now, why can't they get away from the road?
Yeah.
Especially the old ones are recycling themselves. From governorship to a National Assembly has become the order of the day. Why don't they give way? At least let the women try. We have Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and this country. We have no Biozi. We have late Akonyere. They did well. So who says that women cannot do better, even if they are one ruling the whole country? Please let's stop taking sides to issues that concern nation. It's not issues. I'm not happy with that.
Thank you.
That's my contribution.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So they won't even give the women the ticket, like you said. Everyone has 50 share. So that's all. Let them go to the field. Women love themselves, but they are not given the chance.
Yeah.
If a woman wants to go and vote, the man says, don't go anywhere, I want to eat, make my food. She won't go to vote, and that has reduced the vote to 1.
Yeah, exactly.
If the woman is going to campaign and the husband says, no, you did not pacify me well yesterday, you talked to me anyhow, you shouldn't go for campaign today, and the woman had to obey.
Yeah.
It's part of reducing the ratio, the covering ratio, the woman should get to be able to spread sell herself to the voter.
Yeah.
And it goes around like that. So let us give women a chance in this country. I think they are the ones that have redeemed this country. That's my own contribution.
Okay. Thank you. Let's answer more calls whilst we sort out my guest. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where you calling from?
You have Soshebo on the line. I'm calling you from Ijegu at the moment.
What's your name, please?
Hello?
Yeah, what is your name?
Soshebo,
go ahead.
Yeah. I just wonder, what do women want to achieve with this?
You tell me, what do you think they want to achieve?
Hello?
I can hear you. What
Yeah,
do you think? What do you think?
Women want to achieve
What
in government?
What do you think they want to
All
achieve?
these protests, equality, this and that. What do they want to achieve?
What do you think they want to achieve?
You say?
What do you think women want to achieve?
It's the question I asked you. You have
No. I have to ask you. You're wondering, but what you must have thought about it. So, what do you think they want to achieve?
Can you look for a job in a company that is about to liquidate?
So, what company is that's about to liquidate?
There is no future with human government.
Okay, now we're talking. So, what do you mean?
Go out of the home, the more we have a bad society. They have an elevated position. The position of taking care of society, the position of making sure that children that are born in a family are well trained.
So, okay.
It's an elevated position. And the more women and men are leaving the home, the more the society becomes corrupt.
Okay, so good.
What is happening?
Let's have a conversation. So, you would rather women stay at home, is that correct?
Not necessarily about staying at home, but about to care for their children.
Yeah, but that's what you're saying. So they should focus on looking after their children.
That is handed over to them by God.
Right. So, okay. So you think women should focus more on looking after the children? What should the men be doing whilst women are doing that?
Because it baffles me.
No. You haven't answered my question. This is a two-way conversation.
You didn't answer my own. Okay, ask me your question.
Right. I said you said women should focus on looking after the children because it's an elevated position. What then should the men be doing?
The men is doing their part to take care of all.
Right. So do you think
the children and women as well?
Right. So do you think Nigeria has been well looked after by the men so far?
Do I think Nigeria has done what?
Do you think the men, since you said the men are doing their part, the men who are doing their part, who are running the country, do you think they've looked after Nigeria very well?
If you listen to the first statement I made, there is no future with human government.
So who should govern us? So who should govern us?
There is the same result we will get.
So who should govern us?
There, it is the same result we will get.
So what should if there's no future in human government, human governance, who should govern us? Robots?
Now let me tell you, my point is this. There's no point looking for jobs in a collapsed company.
And I'm asking you, what you're saying is that Nigeria is collapsing. So are you saying we should all get on the next flight to Ukraine?
The whole world.
The whole world is
no future
crumbling.
With human government. We can just keep trying, but nothing will come out of it.
Okay, so whilst we're trying, why shouldn't women be trying as well?
Let them try, but they will get the same results. But to save them of the heartache, I must say it, that a humble woman should spend her time in caring for her children.
And what should a humble man do?
And a humble woman should spend her time in taking care of herself.
And what should a humble man do?
There is no future. It's just those that are
What
greedy.
should a humble man do?
Those that are greedy that want to test power, they are the people behind it.
What should a humble man do?
There's no future with human government.
So should we be ruled by robots then?
Thank you.
It's getting interesting. Is my guest here with us? Are we able to bring my guest on? Yeah, we're still having problems with my guest. So, let's answer more calls. Are we going? We're going on break. All right, we're going on break. We'll be right back after the break.
Downfall Conversations will be right back.
That an elite academic education can bring to a child and their family. That's why we are seeking partnerships with community leaders, as well as foundation, philanthropists, church, and mosque leadership to offer sponsorship to underprivileged students. In addition to excellent academic curriculum, sponsored AIO Prep Academy students will receive brand new laptop computers.
with her before we go to the news, but I trust she's going to stay with us. Dr. Abiola Akinyode Afolabi, who is integral to all these movements. You all are saying women did not do, women have not done. She'll tell you how long she's been on this journey. She'll tell you how much women have done. She's a lawyer and she's a civil rights activist. She's one of my sisters in activism. She's one of the women you've been seeing in the pink shirts outside the National Assembly. She's taking time out to talk to us very, very briefly. Can we have some words from her before we go to break? Abiola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you? Thank you for taking time out to join us.
I'm fine, and well done for what you do.
Oh, look.
You are a big inspiration.
You are a bigger inspiration. It's all of us together. I don't know whether you've had a chance to listen, but we've got 3 minutes before we go to news, I think. Can you give us like a quick summation of what's happened so far? And then when we come back from the news, then we'll go into the rest of the conversation.
Well, it's been a very long, tortuous journey. The conversation for the Constitution has started since 1999. We realized women have been excluded, and for every opportunity we have lobbied, we have tried to get across to the Parliament to make sure that they redress the wrong. And we saw this last opportunity as one of the opportunities that we think should be able to bring better fruit for women. And so we saw them voting down our issues again. We have come to realize that if we don't push back, we will probably never get there. So that is why we think it's very important, for us to remain resilient on that issue. Mm-hmm. Our issue is clear. They must recommit the gender bills, and that's where we stand.
That's where we stand. Now, I don't know what, again, 1999, you said. I've had quite a lot of callers who have said, women haven't done. One caller even said that the reason the men won't allow the women, they won't pass the gender bill is because they know that women will lose. What do you have to say to that? They said women will lose the election.
Well, it's not even about losing the election. It's because they don't think that women can push anything through. That is even the pain there. I don't know how they got to that level. And that's why I think it's important for us to see this as a fight for all women. You can't sit in the National Assembly and define people's lives the way you want it. Mm-hmm. So what's the big deal about citizenship? Equal citizenship. That's a given in all other countries.
Yeah.
About indigenship. What's the big deal? So it's just unfortunate because of the crop of people that we have in the National Assembly. This shouldn't be a conversation that we should be having at this century. Mm-hmm. So it's for us as women to insist that this time around, this issue, as they are talking about convention and tradition. There are things that they can't go back and recommit, but they need to tell us the solution. There must be a solution. There must be a way out, and they have the power to do that.
Excellent. Don't go away, Biola. We'll be right back after the news headlines. Very quickly, my girl is here, Yvonne wife. Oh, Yvonne.
It's 2 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. You're listening to the news headlines here too. A first batch of Nigerians arrives Abuja from Romania.
Nigeria Info, your number one for news. Always spot on, fresh and direct on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back
back to Downfall Conversations right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello, welcome back. We're back. The lines are 0700 993 993 993 and the female only line. Why haven't I spoken to any of my girls? Where are you, ladies? 014657190. I have my guest, Dr. Abiola Akinyode Afolabi. We call her Triple A because everything she touches is A. Don't go messing. She's my sister in activism. She's been on this since 1999. So all of you that's there, that's been calling and say, women are young doing, you better just be listening. Abiola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Yeah, well, because they've been saying all these things that women are not doing. What do you mean women are not doing? Women are not doing.
And I saw a recent report that the House of Rep member had mentioned that women cannot come for 2 days lobbying and think that they will be able to get the gender bills passed. I stand to say that that's not correct.
That is so not correct.
To even get the bills, the gender bills, passed by the Joint National Assembly Committee was a long journey.
There you go.
And we have evidence of what we've been doing. We had research that we have done, shared with them. Initially, on the 111 states, people were talking about the costs of governance, and we had placards released a report in that regard. On the issue of affirmative action, we had shared at different times the benefit of affirmative action, the fact that Nigeria is not the first country, the fact that Rwanda has it and it has paid off for them, the fact that it's also a temporary measure, and that if we don't have it in the constitution, it will be very difficult to be able to address the historical injustices that we have seen, in the country. So some of these conversations have been there. Now, if you recall, about 119 honorables were co-sponsor of that bill, and majority of them men. So it's their own duty within their own confines to be able, to convince the rest of the 200 or 150 left.
There you go.
And if you look at the pattern of the votes, the number of people who voted were even lesser than the 119, just about 89 of them voted. So it's about insincerity. It's about people just being deceitful. You can't stand on where you put your mouth.
That's right.
So they can't keep blaming people, for their own failure. Failure to protect what they believed in, or what they claim to believe in. If we didn't love, we won't even get 119 co-sponsor in the first instance.
Exactly.
So it's absolutely incorrect. And when the National Assembly Committee was meeting, there were also gender experts, supported by UN Women, who are with them, also trying to explain to them why some of these provisions were needed in the Constitution to address the inequality that we have in the Constitution. So we're really surprised if they then come back to say that. So what do they want us to do? To come into the House of Assembly and start National Assembly to start kneeling down for them?
Exactly.
Or what else?
Well, it would appear.
The first lady was there. The second lady was there. The honorable minister was there. So what else do they want? That is all what we can do. And civil society organizations were also there.
Now, tell me something. Given that you are, and you definitely are, you're one of the women who has invested a lifetime. I mean, come on. 1999 is a long time, Abiola. You've invested the equivalent of other people's lifetime to get the bill this far, and it all gets rejected. You've spent your time. I know how many times you went back and forth to Abuja. Yes, you worked with UN Women. I know the amount of research and analysis that was done by you and your team and other women. How did it make you feel? How did you feel when you heard rejected?
I was very furious with them, and the pain was also the disdain, the manner with which the rejection was being done, the frivolity around it, how they trivialized the entire thing, as if women, don't matter in this country. As if they were just talking about something there, not human beings, laughing, no, and all of that. Yeah. So it speaks volume, of the extent to which we hold humanity in this country.
Yeah.
You know, the extent to which people even understand the concept of social justice, equality, you know, in a country that has over 50% women, you know, who have, and these women have worse life chances than any other women in other comparative countries, you know. And so if they go deeper and look at that, and of course we go out there, and when you talk about Rwanda, they say it's a small country. This one is a small country. You know, if we go out there and you compare, you know, what happens to a Nigerian woman, you know, with that other country, then you will know that we are not giants in any way. These are issues that are given in this century. People are no longer discussing whether there should be equality before the law, or there should be equality in marriage, or there should be equality. You know, we can't continue retarding as a country. So I feel that it's also about the quality of people that we have at the National Assembly. You know, if we have the right set of people, and that's why it's important for people to start looking at, for women in particular, to start looking at, so what do we do with the votes?
Yeah.
Why can't we vote them out? And that's why we are going forward to ensure that we get the list. At the rally, some 2 days ago, we called them. We started calling them one by one on their phone.
Yeah.
Let them tell us where did they vote, you know, on the gender bills, you know, and all of that. So we are going to continue doing. We are going to be naming and shaming.
That's
we are going
what
to
I
go
want
to
to
their
talk to you about. Yes.
Yes.
So you've been out there. I know this is day 3. You and lots of women, a collective of, you know, civil society, women's group, individuals. You've been out there for 3 days now lobbying, and I know it came to them as a surprise, and I know that's not where it's ending. Tell us what's happening for International Women's Day next week, Tuesday.
On International Women's Day, because we know that they go on break today.
Yeah.
They don't come to work on Monday, so they start sitting also on Tuesday. We are going to have mother of all rallies on Tuesday in Abuja and in Lagos. You know, which has been powered by very fantastic women who are committed to gender rights. The Purple Foundation, Womanifesto, WordC, National Council of Women's Society, and several other organizations.
Over 2,000, I heard. Over 2,000.
Yeah. So we are mobilizing as many women as possible. About 5,000 in Abuja, over 2,000 in Lagos. We are making a statement. This is the Women's Month. You can't insult us in our month
and get away.
We
with
will not
it.
take that.
And
get to go away with it. We are not going to take it. We are going to deal with that issue in our month before the end of this month, and that's the ultimatum we have. Things must shift. If it doesn't shift, we are going to make this country. We are going to shut down the National Assembly.
Yeah,
we are going to shut down the National Assembly, and we're not going to do this alone.
Yeah,
we are going to do it with the governor's wives, with the wives of the legislators that are in there. They are going to see their wife protesting against them openly. And of course, older women are also telling us that if by 7 days they don't do anything, they will come to the National Assembly bare chested. We are not going to take this. This is enough. We're going to we're not going to take this. It's enough. Enough is enough.
Now tell me, anybody, so this is the 1 million women march. It's taking place in Abuja. It's taking place in Lagos. Women and male allies who want to actually take part, how can they get involved?
Wait, our flyers will be out.
What's the handle for Womanifesto? Which handles do they follow?
Manifesto.
Yes. Do we have a handle? Manifesto, right. Womanifesto. Let me say it. WOMANIFE, F for Freddy, STO. At Womanifesto on social media. Please follow at Womanifesto. All the information will be out there. It's happening in Abuja. It's happening in Lagos. We want over a million women and male allies, sisters and brothers out. Those who feel passionate about this country, those who feel passionate about equality, those who believe that until you have gender equality, you can't have a fully functioning country. Come out. That's what Biola is saying. Come out. Biola, so I know that some people are saying, well, there's no chance anymore. This thing has already been passed. It's not going to happen. What are we going to go out for? Is there any point in going out still?
Well, there is point in going out. There's no tradition, there's no convention that cannot change.
Right.
The Electoral Act was sent to the presidency. They returned it. They amended it. They debated on it again and then amended and added consensus. So meaning that when these are issues that have to do with them, they can actually change the convention or the tradition that they have. We're insisting that for the sake of women, we need to go back and recommit those bills. If we cannot recommit, you need to tell us what you want to do. So we have timeline, we have ultimatum, we have expectation, and those expectations have to be met. We don't care how they want to do it. But we are not going to compromise our citizenship in this country. We're not going to compromise our right to be an indigene of the place where we are residing, whether with husband or without husband. We are not going to compromise our rights to have a space in the governance of the state. We cannot compromise all that. So, and we would insist. This is not just a single organization project. It's a big coalition of groups.
Yes.
From religious, Form 1 was there, the Amira of Form 1, FIDA was there. This is one of the best organizing that we have ever done as women, and we have decided that we would continue picketing until when we get our issues out. And we will continue until we see results. Result is what we need. So the government cannot pretend that they don't know or they and we thank the media. The media has amplified it, so nobody can pretend that they don't know how sad the he for she in Nigeria have been since the past 3 days. Some members of the parliament who voted for women have also been very sad. We have seen Nigerians have come out to condemn them. So they should be ashamed of themselves. The only thing they can do to redress this wrong is to recommit those bills or find an alternative. If they don't do it, no retreat, no surrender.
No retreat, no surrender. Biola, don't go away. Let me answer more calls. The lines have been going crazy and I knew this would happen. But I know you could only give us 30 minutes.
I want to ask you a question.
Please, talk to me. Tell me what's your name.
This is Mr. Frank. I want to ask you a question.
Mr. Frank, go ahead. She can hear you.
In Nigeria, are we practicing election or selection? That is number one. Number two, is there some women in National Assembly? Did they go there on selection or by election?
Okay, thank you. Right, let's take more calls. As many calls as possible. We're almost done. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Right. So the lines are 0700 993 993 993. I know some of you have been calling and I wasn't able to answer. Hello?
Hello, Sissy Oge.
Oh, please hurry up. Well done. I'm so happy to hear from you. You're sad.
What is happening with our line, the female lines? I think we're not even talking.
I know.
This is the time women are supposed to talk, and our line has been down for like 2 to 3 days now. We can't even speak. And the men are calling and saying rubbish. This is actually not fair on us. This is not fair. What is Mr. Frank saying? These people are the ones busting their wives around. They don't want their wives to come out or to climb or to have masters or to do anything. We are not saying we want selection. We want to be, we are not saying we should be selected.
Yes, we want to be included. Yes.
To be included. And it's by election. What is he saying? People should just sit down. They just bust their wives around and don't make their wives stand up. What kind of people are these? Nobody should come out and say Igbos are being marginalized or these people are being marginalized. People should just keep their mouth shut. If you think everybody should come out and do things where they're supposed to do things or whatever, so don't come out and say you are being marginalized. If you think women shouldn't have a seat, in the House of Assembly and all that.
Thank you. Are you going to be going to the march on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, I'm going to check my schedule.
Yes, follow Womanifesto. Follow Womanifesto.
I will come out and march for this.
Yes.
Because these men, they go to these Western countries where things are working well. What made them think things are working well for them?
Yeah.
What made them think things are working well for Rwanda? What made them think so?
Exactly.
Why are we so myopic and so laid back?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Joy,
thank you so much. The lines are going crazy. Biola, don't go away. I'm sure there are more questions for you. Hello.
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Oh, the females are now calling. How are you?
Yes.
What's your name, please?
My name is Temitope, calling from Victoria Island.
Temitope, you get a minute. We're running out of time. Go ahead. I've still got Dr. Abiola.
I want to confirm. How do we get the further information about the
march? You can follow Womanifesto, or you can follow Purple Women Foundation on Instagram and on Twitter. Womanifesto and Purple Women Organization. They're on Instagram, they're on Twitter. Womanifesto is WOMAN, I for India, so Womani, F for Freddy, E for Echo, S for Sugar, T for Tommy, O for Orange, as in woman and woman manifesto. Follow them. Make sure you come out, because this is about us. This is not about women or men. This is about everybody. And I believe, Biola, I believe it's called, the title of it is The Constitution That Women Want. Is that correct?
Yes.
The Constitution That Women Want.
The Constitution That Women Want.
Yes. Let's answer more calls. Thanks, Joy. Let's talk later. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Go ahead.
Once more.
Who's that?
This is Namdi on the line.
Namdi, you've got a minute. Go ahead. Talk to me.
Yeah, you go to Bible, 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7 says, if you don't respect your wife, if you don't honor your wife, God will answer your prayer. So our crisis in this nation has just begun because if the National Assembly toy with our women,
Thank you.
I like that. Please say it again. Say it again. Read that very slowly.
3, verse 7. If you don't honor your wife or disrespect your wife, God will not answer your prayer. Some translations say your prayer will be hindered.
Le bâton.
Amen.
So I submit with this. Let the men put down their ego so that we move forward in this country. They have spoiled this country enough. And let them be wise.
Inamdi, are you going to be coming out on Tuesday? Because I'm going to go.
I'm not a female gender now.
It doesn't matter. No, it's for everybody. It's for sisters and brothers.
Let me say it here now.
It's for everybody.
So that those who have sympathy for the women can come along.
Please, it's for everybody. I've read the press release. It's for everybody. Lagos and Abuja. It's for everybody. That's why Dr. Abiola is here. At the National Assembly.
Yeah. And Lagos is for
I quite agree with you. Just what the youth march did for us, that is what women will achieve for us.
Amen. Amen.
The demonstration.
Amen.
The men have taken too much of this country. They've bastardized this country. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. More calls. Gosh, all the lines are alive now. Gosh. Hello, quickly. You've got 30 seconds. I want to. Good afternoon.
I am 66 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm a woman.
Yes.
I would have wanted to be I'm traveling to Abuja on Tuesday, but I don't know when I will get there. I would have wanted to be one of the people that will march. And the venue. I want to know the venue.
Biola, please say the venue again. Hold on, let us say it again. National Assembly in Abuja. The front of National Assembly in Abuja. If you arrive, go straight to the National Assembly in Abuja. You will find all of them there. Thank you. Young, old, male, female, all allies. Let's answer more calls. Hello. Okay, you snooze, you lose. Let's answer more calls. Hello. Hello. Yes, go ahead. You need to hurry up, please.
Anybody, for any woman, has come outside for presidential seat or governorship or senator or House of Rep, and the INEC denied that woman ticket to run. Is there any time like that? And ask that Mr. Nnamdi, ask him who bought that phone he's using. Who bought that phone he's using? Yes. Because I know that if he did not say this today, he's not going to eat nice food. Definitely his wife will not give him food this night.
But the question and unfortunately, gosh, we're running out of time. But the point is, to answer the question that you asked, has there been any time that a woman has come out and INEC has not allowed them? No, there hasn't been. But what we're saying is women are not getting a chance to come out. They are not. They are not.
Come outside and he drop. Why
they are not, because you need a party ticket, and if it's not happening at the primaries, you are not going to get to come out.
There are even several women who go to INEC and they
listen. Can you listen to my? We're running out of time. You need to listen to my guest.
For the ticket, they will receive it. And if they receive it,
can you listen to my guest? Biola, please go ahead. You were saying.
I'm saying that there are several women who got to and we have evidence, who got to INEC, even at that level, their names were removed.
There you go.
So there's patriarchy within the political parties. And that was why one of the requests was for us to have women in the leadership of political parties. As we speak today, women represent less than 2% in political party leadership. So what would you expect, from the leaders who are all male? So there are instances when women's name got to INEC and they removed it. And that is part of what we are talking about. There's no level playing ground within the political parties.
Thank you.
For the other question about selection or election, what we are asking for is election. But so what we are asking is that women should be elected into that position. And this is not the first country where that conversation is being had. They have women constituency in other places, especially in countries where there are no level playing ground. And unfortunately, what we have in Nigeria, you can see the decline in the National Assembly. Between 2007 and now, we had 6% in 2007. In 2019 election, we had 4.7% decline in the National Assembly. Should we ask ourselves what exactly is the problem? So, and part of the problem is that the men don't want to give any position to women, which led us to the 101 seat negotiation. Ordinarily, would have said out of the 360 people in the House of Rep, 35% of them, that is what international best practice is.
Yeah.
But we have to manage the ego of men, and I think it's enough.
Enough is enough. We can no
again.
longer manage the ego. Gosh, how long have I got left to answer another call? We've got 2 minutes. Gosh. Why do you guys always call so late? Hello, talk to me. What's your name? 30 seconds.
Hello, Ireti. Good
Yes.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Talk to me. What's your name? Quickly.
Yes, I'm Alex.
Pardon?
Yeah, I'm Alex.
Alex, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that our men seem not to understand what is happening. I just want to take the family, for example. Is there any family that can be run without a woman? I think the problem, if the men can see, a lot of our men are so myopic. If only the men can see that without a woman, there's no way a home can be run successfully. If you can want to test it, just travel as a woman, leave the home with the man alone. The whole place is upside down.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do.
So are you going to, because we're running out of time, I need to hurry you and the lines are crazy. Tuesday is the march is happening in Abuja. It's happening in Lagos. Are you going to be joining?
That is great. I will be joining.
Excellent. Follow manifesto for all the details.
Because women need to fix this country. We cannot be sleeping.
Well, Dr. Abiola said enough is enough. And that's what I'm saying too. Enough is enough.
Enough. We need to do something for this country to move on.
Thank you, my sister Alex.
The women are there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello? Hello? You're going to be the last caller. Hello? Hello? Are you there? No, I can't hear you. You're the last caller. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're the last caller. You've got 30 seconds because I have to give my guest the opportunity to close.
Please, okay, there's something I want to say.
Very quickly, very quickly.
That giving women some percentage will just make them lazy. There's something about competition. If, for instance, now we are in the classroom and we are competing who must carry first, there is no issue of sending percentage to women, assigning percentage to women that women must take 30% or men must take 60% or 55% or something. I just believe that every position is meant to be compete for.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Just compete. Come out as a woman, compete.
Thank you so much.
Compete. That's it.
Thank you. I'm going to let Dr. Biola come in because she can close. Abiola, what do you want to say to that? Are you there? Oh, I can't hear you. Yes. Did you hear him? Did you hear him? The line, your line's not going through. They're about to cut us off. Can you hear me, Abiola?
From mathematics or English.
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you.
Yes, go ahead. Yes, go ahead. Yes, now talk.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So it's not about this is not about mathematics and English where they compete to know who is the best student or whatever. It's more than that. Politics is more than that.
Yeah.
Politics is already male dominated. So it's not as if there is internal party democracy, and that is why one of the things that we want in the entire conversation was also the issue of independent candidacy. And I think that is also going to show a lot of things, to a lot of men that women can actually win election in their communities where there are no party manipulations. As we are presently in this country, everybody knows that there's something wrong with our political party system. So it's for the men to come and first agree, because a lot of them who also don't have enough money, they are excluded in that process. To then talk about, women in that kind of process where there's ego tripping, where people don't.
Oh dear, the line. We've run out of time. Abiola, can you hear me? We've run out of time.
There's no level play.
Thank you so much. We've run out of time. gosh, I wish I could have had her on earlier, but the work of sorting out this country is really heavy and it's so involved. And I know right now she's gone back to go and join the people who are protesting in Abuja, as well as doing several others, as well as trying to convince the lawmakers to see sense. So as she said to us, the Million Woman March is happening in Abuja. It's a collective. It is a collective. It's happening in Abuja and it's happening in Lagos. It's happening on Tuesday, which is International Women's Day. Tuesday, the 8th of March. And apparently, and it's called the constitution that women want. The constitution that women want. And by women, that applies to everybody. So if you're a male ally, of course you should be there. If you're a female ally, of course you should be there. It's about sisters, it's about brothers. Fundamentally, it's about Nigeria. It's non-partisan, nothing to do with any political party. It's about Nigeria and the fact that it's time we had gender equality in every aspect of our society. Dr. Abiola Akinyode, thank you. Afolabi, thank you so much, so much. Yes, she's my sister in activism. I will be there on Tuesday. I'm going to be at the Lagos one. I hope you can all be there. Stay blessed. And if I see you on Tuesday, be nice to me. Haha. Be well. Bye.
Join the conversation no matter where you are. Download our mobile app by searching Nigeria Info FM on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Also, get news updates in sports, entertainment, news, and current affairs right on the app. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.